husband and wife, partners in life, family and business.
Through the ups and downs we've overcome, God as a witness.
From the household of faith to real estate to what's happening now.
We've got something to talk about. So for the next few moments, please allow us
to bring you something you can feel.
It's time for the real talk about real life, nothing but real. Wanna tell the truth, it's on the side. Let's be real. Join in, tell your friends, 'cause every now and then we all need a reality check
With the Adolphs.
Welcome to Reality Check with the Adolphs.
Welcome.
I wanted you to say it with me. It's the second
Oh.
season. It's too late. We
No.
already done it. It's the second season,
Okay.
and we were going to do it together.
Okay, look. Let's do it again. Look. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Reality Check
with the Adolphs. Ha ha! We did it anyway, see?
This is our second season, and as you see, we're still trying to get it together. But the great thing is we've always been together, and we are wearing our basketball jerseys because back in the day, Willie and I had a youth sports basketball organization. And as you'll see later on in the episode, as we change our shirts and jerseys, we also had an all sports organization that contained football, basketball, and cheerleading. And guess who was the cheer coach? Ta-da!
Whoa, look at that. Look at
I
that.
still got it.
Still got it, baby. You still
And
got
guess
it.
what?
What?
I'm 48 years old.
Oh, shooky now. Wow, did you see that? Babe, you still got it. Ooh, shooky now.
This season is going to be amazing. And I love this episode because we have a couple, Reggie and Felicia Rusk, and we also have Coach Charles Jackson on the episode. And we wanted to start off our season with family relationships, how to keep the spark going.
Yes.
And what to do with dealing with sports and the family.
Right, because a lot of times now, you know, back in the real high pandemic times, you know, a lot of people was in the house, a lot of things were going on, but we still have families going out, playing sports, having their kids play sports, and trying to figure out what we're going to do, because even now school is still going, and what we have to show our children how to use sports as a tool for school. But in the meantime, on that, you know, what are you doing as a family, especially as a couple at home? You know, are you tired of looking at each other? Do you need to find something that can really, you know, make the moment special?
Spark it up.
I know, you know, candles and other things. So I tell you what, it's going to be amazing, because Coach Jackson has a lot of good tips on what to do with keeping it spicy.
In dealing with us, what Willie and I have done in the past, I guess this was around 2003.
Well, it's been
Yeah,
a
because
while.
when did our eldest, she graduated from high school?
That was in 2009. So then, we'll say around 2006 is basically 2005.
Yeah.
2005, 2006 is when everything, because it was ninth grade. If no, then
No, it was 10th grade.
Okay, 10th.
Ninth grade, I don't know. Well, it all started, our eldest daughter wanted to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't want to hinder her by saying we can't afford it or we don't know how to get into it.
Right.
Willie and I went to University of Houston, you went to Texas Southern University, and we utilize student loans and kind of wasn't on that thought when we wanted our kids to go to college.
Right.
So then that's when my husband decided to get her into sports.
Right.
Which
worked out pretty well. So
yeah, well, at first
it was, it's
pretty shaky.
But the thing
I
is,
remember she just jumped off the bench that one time.
well, we
love
all
my
have to
baby.
have a point of time, and to learn. And then, I'm glad that we have Reggie and Felicia on the show because they have an organization called Stay Recruited. And basically, they're going to work with the teens to show them how important sports is, and it is only a tool to get your education. So we commend them on that for giving back time because that, they could do something else totally different, but they actually gave back their time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. We started with H-Town Soldiers, and that was our daughter and her friends came up with the name. And then they had brothers and friends that wanted to join.
Play, so
we became H-Town Takers. And then we met up with Coach Jackson.
Coach Jackson.
And because I wanted my son to play football. I'm just a huge football fan.
And then we had a daughter that wanted to be a cheerleader. So
yes.
we talked to Jackson and we combined football and basketball and just made it an all-around season sport.
Sports Vision Athletics.
Yes.
Sports Vision Athletics. So it's a good experience to get involved in your children's life, especially with outside of school and other things outside of school. Just what this is called AAU? What is
Amateur
that?
Athletic Union.
Yes.
So it's actually it's an organization that actually help athletes with the proper training and the tools that's around them to get into college. And some of them actually get scholarships.
Yes, we're very blessed to be able to have that and also instill in children not only just playing sports for competition, but also for respect with others, balancing school and sports and life.
Right.
A lot of our children went to college and succeeded above and beyond.
Yeah, because sports is. I looked at basketball like school for real, and it's like practice was homework, quizzes was a scrimmage, and then test day. It's game day. Nobody can get on the court. So it's actually a balance.
That's great. Guys, we have our guests coming on, so you don't want to miss the rest of Reality Check with the Adolphs.
Hi, this is Willie Adolph of the Adolph Group at Equity House Properties. I'm here today to talk to you about home purchasing. A lot of times people want to know, where do we start? When do we start? How much do we need to save? What does our credit score need to be like? Can I really move in now? And the answer is yes. The thing is that you want to get pre-approved first before you even go house shopping, because what you wouldn't want to happen is that you find the perfect home, but the bank won't qualify you for your mortgage. So always get pre-approved first. So find a good lender, which we have a lot of resources for you on that. Second, you want to make sure that anything that's on your credit, if it's something that you can work with, let's work with it, because everything on your credit, it depends on what it is for each mortgage company. And third, once you get that pre-approval, now it's time to go house shopping. Now, Willie, what about the money, the down payment and things like that? Well, they have a lot of programs that's out there. So based on your credit will depend on the down payment assistance that you can receive. But we do have a lot of resources and a lot of things that can help you. And everyone with the Adolph Group will hold you by your hand and walk you through the whole process. So you can contact us at www.theadolphgroup.com or 281-451-7087. And remember, when you have will, you have a way.
Welcome back to Reality Check with the Adolphs. And as we were speaking earlier, this episode is family and sports relationships.
And today we have some real good friends of ours, Reggie and Felicia. How you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Doing awesome.
Hey, thank you guys for coming. So, Reggie, man, you're a hard guy to get caught up with, man. been trying to get with you, and I really appreciate you and your lovely wife to be on the show. Hey, tell me something that you're doing right now.
Right now, I just actually finished writing a book. It's crazy, but I actually just became an author for the first time, and then I collaborated on a couple other projects, and I became a best-selling author, Amazon best-selling author twice, and then an international best-selling author twice. So it's been a crazy few months for me.
Man, that is awesome. So what did you do before you wrote books?
In my past life, I was a former NFL athlete. Worked really hard to achieve those goals of playing professional football, and my career was cut short due to injury, and I had to find what's that next passion. So when I retired, we started a limousine business, and after 7 years of running that business, just found out that wasn't really the passion that we were looking for. So we started in 2007, Next Level Training Academy. So working with student athletes, that was an easy transition for both of us are former athletes. So that was a very easy transition for us. And we've pretty much been doing the training since 2007, and now we're just basically expanding off of that, dealing with teaching the athletes how to prepare for college, branding, social media, financial literacy, the things that we felt like we lacked as young people, and we want to be able to give that back to the athletes and use sports as the vehicle, not the only priority that they have.
And that's great, because I remember those times. I didn't make it to that level, but what my wife and I did, we started an organization as well, and we taught the kids college is a tool. You use that tool, and really sports is a tool to get to college.
Right.
Because sports can get you to that certain level, and with this great success that you two have done, it's great to see that you actually are giving back. And what's the name of your organization?
So we started an organization in 2018 called Stay Recruited. Athletes, they work hard, they dedicate themselves, and they get the opportunity to be recruited, but then character issues come into play and they lose those opportunities. So we named it Stay Recruited because we wanted to make sure that not only get recruited, but stay recruited. Stay recruited by having great character and doing the things that colleges will choose you over someone else. So that's why we named it Stay Recruited.
Hey, I've seen some of your workouts, and I right there, I was like, whew, I'm tired already. And so I haven't even been out there, and it's great because I've followed you, and I see the kids working out, and the great thing is they look up to you guys and they believe in you, and not just because of where you are, it's because of the positivity that you feed into them. So what else do you guys do with the kids?
We do a lot of stuff. We do seminars. We bring in local business owners. We bring in coaches from colleges. We bring in these people that they can pour into the kids and make sure that they are on track, not only to graduate, but we want to see them, exceed all of those things that they want out of life. So the seminars and a lot of those things that we do, that keeps us kind of busy. And Felicia is the brains behind the operation. I'm just the guy that, the face of it. I get lucky to be the face of it, and she's the brains behind everything.
We also have our college kids coming back, giving back, being a part of our camps that we have, just to show them giving back.
Yeah, and I was just getting ready to ask you. So with you out there running around and doing this, for me, I know me. When I'm out there, I'm not really thinking of behind the scenes, the paperwork, the structure and things like that. So that's what you do?
I do all that.
Okay.
He's completely opposite to where he's more like scatterbrain. He has so many different things that he wants to accomplish, which is great, but I have to have things in a certain order. Mm-hmm. So if I have it in a certain order and I can organize it accordingly, then it works better.
Yeah, and that's great. That's a great dynamic because you have your strength and your weakness. And that's
Right.
how my wife and I, we run things, because the things that I'm good at, you know, she's not really out there like that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the things that I really don't focus on a lot, that's where she's at, dotting the I's, crossing the T's.
Scheduling.
Definitely, because I'm one of those people that I'll come up with a great idea in like 2 seconds, and she has to rein me back. Let's stay on track, and that's
Great-
the great thing.
Great
I
ideas.
know my
just
weaknesses.
that-
I know my
great
weaknesses.
ideas, but yeah.
I,
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married for going on 21 years in January.
That's awesome. And he said that both of you were athletes?
I didn't go as far as him. It was just on a high school level. So I did play sports.
So
High
she's
school.
undermining that we started dating in high school.
We did start
So
dating in high
we're
school.
like
I was 16.
about 25 years into this.
Well, you said married, so 21. Yes, it's been practically.
She was
forever.
16, and I
Yeah.
think I was 18. Yeah, I was 18.
Yeah, I was 16. He was 18. Correct.
That's awesome, because a lot of things that we advocate, especially in our audience, is couples working together. So we really admire you guys, and especially giving back to the younger people. That's really big, and we appreciate that.
Hey, so, you know, what's one good advice each one of you can have for a young student athlete?
My main thing is mindset, because when you change your mind and how you view things, you can accomplish the greatest things. And, you know, 10 years ago when I thought about writing a book, you know, it was just a thought. But then when I got to the point where I was like, "Man, no, I'm gonna write a book," and I wrote it, and now here it is, I'm 4 books in. That's the power of the mind, you know, to start a business and to do those things. So I would say mindset.
Yeah. Piggybacking on that, I would say the same mindset. Also being careful about putting things out on social media, because that's really big.
Yeah.
So branding yourself, making sure that everything get archived, that you put what you put on social media. So just be careful. It follows you in your career. So just being mindful of that. So I would say that as well, the mindset.
Wow.
Yeah.
How can we get in contact with you guys and sign up with your organization?
The best way is cell phone. I have a business phone. It's 281-914-2351. And the website is www.thestudentathlete.org. And they can actually set up a 15-minute consultation. It's free, just to kind of get an idea. The reason why we wrote the book, it was basically because people were being taken advantage of. So, you know, if they want to do a 15-minute consultation, that'll work.
Man, that's great. Now, we really appreciate you guys coming on, talking to the audience, and making sure that everything is back for the community and for our kids, because we do need that, because our kids today need to know what steps and how important education is.
Thank you, guys.
It was
Thank
our
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. We're going in for a commercial. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Rusk, for joining us today. And we'll find out a little bit more about family and sports relationships.
Hi, this is Willie Adolph of the Adolph Group at Equity House Properties. I'm here today to talk to you about home purchasing. You know, so a lot of times people want to know, where do we start? When do we start? How much do we need to save? What does our credit score need to be like? Can I really move in now? And the answer is yes. The thing is that you want to get pre-approved first before you even go house shopping, because what you wouldn't want to happen is that you find the perfect home, but the bank won't qualify you for your mortgage. So always get pre-approved first. So find a good lender, which we are having a lot of resources for you on that. Second, you want to make sure that anything that's on your credit, if it's something that you can work with, let's work with it, because everything on your credit, you know, it depends on what it is for each mortgage company. And third, once you get that pre-approval, now it's time to go house shopping. Now, Willie, what about the money, the down payment and things like that? Well, they have a lot of programs that's out there. So based on your credit will depend on the down payment assistance that you can receive. But we do have a lot of resources and a lot of things that can help you. And everyone with the Adolphs Group will hold you by your hand and walk you through the whole process. So you can contact us at www.theadolphsgroup.com or 281-451-7087. And remember, when you have will, you have a way.
It's alright, let's be real. Join in, tell your friends, 'cause every now and then we all need a reality check with the Adolphs.
Welcome back to Reality Check with the Adolphs. And today's episode on how sports helps with children and family relationships, we invited our good friend and my Pisces brother, Charles Jackson.
Hey Charles, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, I really appreciate you coming on to the show. So, you know, you and I kind of go back, way back, and I will always be indebted to you for always being there for us, and not just, you know, for me, my wife, and my kids, but for the community as well. Tell me a little bit of what we did back when we first met.
Well, when we first met, we tried to come together and make a real big sports organization. I had the football side. You had H-Town Takers at the time. I really believed in the program and what we were going to try to do. A few things happened along the way that didn't go so well, so we had to derail things. And now I still coach. We keep in contact. Your kids have grown up, so now I don't have to run behind them and see if they want to play football or anything like that. So, and now I'm coaching with the Houston Defenders. Right now I have a 7th grade team. So that's what I'm doing now.
That's awesome. So have y'all had any games?
Corona.
Gotcha.
We started off the season. Corona hit. Took a pause.
Wow.
So right now, we noticed that you have a shirt on and you have a box in your hand. What is all of that about?
Well, my girlfriend, Devin, she has a company called the Drip Bath Box. And I wanted to give it to you first, but Adolph just started the wrong way. So I want to present this to you.
Thank you.
It's Drip Bath
Thank
Box.
You, Devin.
So there's a candle.
Open it.
You have they're opening and show the world what we
Still
have.
tall?
You have the mag, so when you get out the tub, you can get you the proper rest that you need. There's a bath salt in there that you put in your water to soak in. So, like I say, the Drip Bath Box, it's all about relaxing.
I
what
love
you can use
it.
some of this for, baby.
Okay, well,
My little bath thing. Yes, I
so
love
I
it.
hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Call me and let me know how you like it.
Thank you. I sure will.
Adolph, you'll get one next time. This is for the ladies only. But
Oh.
they have one for men too.
But that's okay. We will use it.
Yes, and the box that you have is up to 2 uses for the bath.
The bath experience.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I love this. I love all of this. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Yes, and also we're combining with that. I have my own line, toy box. So later on down the line, you will get the Drip Bath Box, and also you may get an adult toy to go with that for the ultimate relaxation.
Look at that.
Yes.
So the business composition is rubbing off to our friends. So last year we had this big thing with the corona. 2020, everybody had to stay in. And we related with you with sports, like when we were part of sports organization, Sports Vision.
Correct.
With football, basketball. And as those things decline, you evolved into the toy box fantasy and this with your girl, the Drip Bath Box. Tell us a little bit about the toy box fantasy on a family level.
Okay, for the family level, it's just about relaxation, fun, pleasure. We have adult toys, we have CBD, oils, pills, hair shampoo, conditioner, all things like that. Everything that's about relaxing. Like you say, Corona hit, so now you need to relax, take your good bath, and then, like I say, have a little pleasure in the nighttime when the kids go to
enjoy
sleep.
each other.
Yes.
Of course.
After taking them to basketball practice all day long.
Wiping off all the sweat, washing
Yes.
it all off.
It's my time.
Always has to make
that's you want that clean sweat. You don't want the old sweat from basketball.
And if you have old sweat, we have cleaners for your toys. Sorry.
Oh, you two together. Oh my goodness. So how can we get in contact with both of y'all on your businesses?
Okay, you can reach her at Drip Bath Box on IG, and as you can see, www.toyboxfantasy.com. That's the website where you can order your toys from, or you can follow me on IG at Toybox Fantasy. We have the toys on there, but you still have to order offline.
But you know what I am happy about is that in this time of when 2020 was in that situation, you guys didn't just sit back and let everything fall up on you and had that pity party. You actually stepped up, open up a whole new business, and I salute you guys for that, because a lot of people look at 2020 as it was the worst. But now we have so many more entrepreneurs in 2020 opening new ideas and opening new things for families, regardless, of age. But we really appreciate that, and then you two are doing it together. And Tikila and I, we really salute that, because we do everything together.
Yes. Well, due to her still having to work from home, she would have been here, but work calls. We haven't gotten to that point where we could, do our own thing.
That's all right. We'll bring y'all both back on, and then that way she'll be on here with you, maybe to calm you down a little bit.
As long as my boy Adolphs here, we're gonna cut up regardless.
Yes, you are. Guys, this has been a so exciting episode, and we thoroughly enjoyed you being here. Welcome again to the new season of Reality Check with the Adolphs.
Husband and wife, partners in life, family and business.
Through the ups and downs, we've overcome. God as a witness.
From the household of faith to real estate to what's happening now.
We've got something to talk